Got this one from the Gateway Pundit. So I know some of you probably heard about this last week. I know Chris from the Quiet Part Pod was talking about it. I don't know if Joey touched on it. I know a few people touched on this story. But there's an update. French police have now arrested suspects in a $100 million Louvre crown jewel heist. French authorities announced Sunday that multiple suspects have been arrested in connection with the daring theft of crown jewels worth more than $100 million from the Louvre Museum in Paris. The arrests come just a week after thieves executed one of the most brazen heists in modern French history, raising questions about the security of the world's most visited museum. Paris prosecutor Laure Bacau confirmed that arrests were made on Saturday evening, including one suspect who was detained at Charles de Gaulle airport as he attempted to leave the country. Let's see. It says she declined to provide exact numbers or confirm whether the priceless jewels had been recovered. French outlet BFM TV and Le Parisien reported that at least 2 individuals were taken into custody. The theft, which occurred on October 19th, shocked both France and the international art world. In less than 8 minutes, this is like a movie scene. It sounds like a movie scene, guys. Like the describing of this here, it sounds like a movie scene. Yo, what's up, Son of Wiggum? Son of Wiggum's in the chat. What's up? Let's see. So the theft took less than 8 minutes. A skilled crew scaled the facade of the Louvre using a basket lift, forced open a window, smashed display cases, and escaped with jewels tied to the European royalty. The stolen items, estimated at $88 million, or I should say $102 million in American, included a sapphire diadem, a necklace, and an earring linked to the 19th century Queen Marie Amélie. And Hortense, as well as an emerald necklace and earrings tied to Empress Marie Louise, Napoleon Bonaparte's second wife. Also missing were Empress's Eugene's diamond diadem and her diamond and emerald corsage bow brooch. One of the most famous pieces, Eugene's emerald set imperial crown containing more than 1,300 diamonds, was later found abandoned near the museum, damaged but recoverable. Wow. Containing more than 1,300 diamonds was later found abandoned near the museum. I wonder why they would have abandoned one, or maybe they dropped it in a attempt to get away. The Louvre Museum. Thank you, Bush. Bush correcting me in the chat. That's what you guys are here for. You guys are here to correct me while I vent about news and stuff. Still, the disappearance of the remaining jewels represents an enormous cultural and historical loss. Louvre director Laurence Descartes admitted the robbery reflected a terrible failure in the security, with investigators later revealing that at least one surveillance camera was pointed away from a critical balcony. French Interior Minister Laurent Nunez nevertheless praised investigators for their quick progress, saying he had full confidence in the more than 100 officers assigned to the case. Authorities have not ruled out the possibility of an inside job or the involvement of a private collector who may have commissioned the theft. Bacau emphasized that leaks of investigative details could hinder recovery efforts, nothing that specialists in armed robberies, art theft, and major burglaries are pursuing all leads. As police continue their search for additional suspects and the missing artifacts, France is reckoning with how one of its most iconic institutions suffered a spectacular breach. For now, the world waits to see whether these jewels of royal heritage can be returned to the rightful place in the Louvre's galleries. Well, it just seems like something straight out of a movie. So they got one of those crane lifts, the baskets, and they lifted them up. That's kind of funny. I want to like, is there a recording of this somewhere? I want a recording of this. Maybe they won't release it because it's still an ongoing investigation, but. This is supposed to be like one of the world's most visited museums. You would think that they would have like plexiglass or something protecting these things. If they were able to just shatter them, clearly they weren't well defended. And then there should be cameras, right? There should be cameras around this place. Or I don't know, because we did that story about the 3,000-year-old gold bracelet with the lapis pennant that got melted down after someone who worked at the museum stole it and then pawned it off, and it got pawned around before it got melted down. They didn't have any cameras in the back room. Why? I don't know. Stupid, because why not? I bet they stole them and realized, where the F am I going to even sell these, and abandoned some of them, or the buyer backed out. Yeah, could be true. That could be true. I love a good heist at the French's expense. Look, it should not be this easy for them to break into the museum. So if it was, oh, later, shitty Gov, he's gotta go. Good show today. Thank you, man. Thank you, appreciate it. Well, we're gonna go a little while longer. I got a couple more stories after this, but it's just wild to me that. How many people here believe that they were probably watching movies leading up to this, right? Like, how many do you think they like watched movies in preparation for this? I feel like they were watching some pretty good heist movies to prepare for this. Just an idea, just an idea. You know, maybe they got some of their ideas from some heist movies. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. I don't know. I'm just speculating here. I'm just speculating. But anyway, still a crazy story. I don't know. Hopefully they find everything. I mean, I think these things do belong in a museum, but crazy people do crazy things. I don't know. Hopefully these are actually the people that they caught, and they can recover the jewels. That's my thoughts on the matter. That is my thought. That would be my thoughts on the matter. Hopefully they catch these sons of bitches and they bring back the jewels. That's what I think.